The conference room smelled like burnt coffee and tension. I could hear the fluorescent lights buzzing above as the CEO, Daniel Pierce, cleared his throat and said the words that split something inside me. Let's all congratulate Emily Pierce, our new Vice President of Operations. Applause followed. Loud, fake, thunderous applause. My hands stayed frozen on the table, palms slick with sweat, a smile painfully glued to my face. I'd spent 10 years climbing every rung, staying late, cleaning up other people's mistakes, keeping my integrity while others played politics. 10 years. And Emily, his sister, had been here barely a year. Daniel's gaze caught mine across the table. He smiled, the kind of smile that says, "You'll understand." But I didn't. When the meeting ended, I went back to my office, my heels echoing against the polished floors. Every step felt heavier. My reflection in the glass wall looked like a stranger, perfect suit, trembling lips, eyes trying to hold in everything breaking loose inside. I closed my door and sank into the chair. 10 years and all I got was the sound of applause for someone else. I stared at my laptop screen, the cursor blinking like it was mocking me. I tried to type an email, "Congratulations, Emily," but my fingers refused. My throat burned. I wanted to scream, to cry, to laugh at my own stupidity for believing hard work ever mattered more than bloodlines or secrets whispered behind closed doors. Then came the knock. "Hey," a soft voice said. It was Mark from finance. My best friend here. Or at least I thought he was. "You okay?" I looked up at him, fighting to steady my voice. "Fine. Totally fine." He closed the door behind him. "You deserved that position, Leah. Everyone knows it." His concern felt real. Too real. His hand brushed mine, light but lingering. It wasn't the first time. I'd ignored it before, brushed it off as comfort between friends. But now that touch felt loaded, like he knew something I didn't. "What's going on, Mark?" I asked quietly. He hesitated. "Just forget about Pierce. You're better off." The way he said it, too quick, too defensive, set something off inside me. I turned to my computer and opened the shared HR folder where internal recommendations were logged. Daniel's signature, Emily's name, and then Mark's endorsement. My chest tightened. "You backed her," I said. My voice came out sharper than I intended. Mark froze. "Leah, listen. You wrote a letter to Daniel recommending her for my promotion." He sighed, dragging his hand through his hair. "It wasn't like that." "Then what was it?" She promised to approve the new budget plan I've been pushing. You know how long I've been trying to get that through." I stared at him, stunned. "You traded me for a financial restructure?" His silence said everything. The betrayal didn't feel like a knife. It felt like drowning. Slow, cold, endless. I stood up. "Get out." He tried to reach for me, but I stepped back. "Leah, please. You don't understand what Daniel and Emily." "Get out." When he left, I finally let the tears come. My whole body trembled as the truth started unraveling faster than I could process it. Something was wrong. The way he'd said their names, Daniel and Emily. That night I stayed late. The office was silent except for the hum of the air conditioning. I pulled access logs, emails, private memos, things I wasn't supposed to see. And there it was. Dozens of emails between Daniel and Emily, time-stamped long before she was even hired. Not corporate emails, personal ones. Hotel bookings. Meeting confirmations under pseudonyms. And photos. They weren't siblings. They weren't even close to it. My stomach turned. The company website had said Emily Pierce. But her maiden name, buried in an old press release from her previous job, was Emily Carrington. She'd changed it 6 months before joining. 6 months before Daniel brought her in and called her family. I couldn't breathe. The promotion wasn't nepotism. It was cover. A smokescreen for their affair. An affair so deep they'd fabricated an entire identity to protect it. Suddenly the world tilted. Every late-night meeting, every weekend trip, every time Daniel defended her. It all made sense. I wasn't just passed over. I was erased, silenced to keep their secret intact. I wanted to expose them, to destroy them, to send every file to the board and watch their empire burn. But another thought crept in. Would they even believe me? Daniel was the golden CEO, charming and philanthropic. Emily, the bright rising star. And me? Just the woman who didn't get the job. The one they'd call emotional. I printed everything anyway. Every email. Every receipt. The next morning, I walked into Daniel's office. He was smiling, holding a cup of coffee as if nothing had happened. "Leah," he said warmly, "tough break yesterday, but you'll bounce back. You always do." I placed the folder on his desk. His smile faltered. "Your sister," I said softly. "Tell me, Daniel, how does it feel to promote your mistress and lie to everyone's face?" For a moment, the only sound was the hum of the air conditioner. Then he exhaled slowly, his jaw tightening. "You don't want to do this." "Oh, I really do." He leaned forward, his voice low and cold. "If you send those to the board, you'll go down with me. You access confidential files without authorization. You think they'll promote a whistleblower who breaks company policy." He wasn't bluffing. I knew it, but I also knew something he didn't. I'd already sent everything to the board, to the media, and to the company's investors. I watched his face pale as my phone buzzed. Notifications flooded in. The story was spreading. "You used me, Daniel," I said. "But you forgot I was the one who built this place. You built your empire on deceit. Now it's your turn to fall." I walked out as the security guards arrived. By noon, the news was everywhere. CEO and sister exposed in corporate scandal. Stock prices plummeted. Their faces flashed on every screen. I stood outside the building, the wind tangling through my hair, watching the chaos unfold. For the first time in years, I felt free, not vindicated, not triumphant, just free. Because betrayal doesn't always end in heartbreak. Sometimes it ends in justice.